Yo, what's poppin'? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the motherfucking dating game. What's good? So real quick, in this video, I'm gonna tell you guys when you should leave your girl or your wife when she starts to withhold sex, okay? So some of you guys might be in this situation right now. You're in a relationship with a woman and she's gonna tell you shit like, you know, I'm not in the mood, I'm tired, all that other nonsense, right? So this is what you have to do. First of all, right? For some of you guys, it might be too late because you're in a relationship now and that's been going on for a while, right? But you know, you can still leave her, but I'm gonna talk about that a little later. But what I'm mainly talking about is for you guys who are just getting into a relationship with a woman. You guys are just vetting a woman or dating a woman, and this woman might be your girlfriend or wife at some point. So what happens is that you need to be able to create a situation where she understands the sexual dynamic should be a certain way between you and her, right? So what that means is this, right? Is that before a woman becomes your girlfriend or wife, right? She should be the type of woman who has the same type of sex drive you do, right? So what that means is that the sex should be happening, you know, at a, you know, where it's you want to have sex and she wants to have sex with you and everything is going good, right? So I tell you guys, before a woman becomes your girlfriend, you should be vetting her for at least a year. And I also say, if a woman is going to become your wife, you should be vetting her for at least 5 years. And a lot of you guys think I'm crazy when I say this, but this is the reason why. You have to get a woman to show you on a consistent basis that she is on the same page with you. This is why you vet her. So she needs to be on the same page with you sexually. So now let's say you're dating a woman and y'all see each other frequently, like it's getting to the point where y'all been dating each other for like 7, 8 months, 9 months. And let's say you're seeing each other at least once a week, or it might even get to like twice a week at this point. And every time y'all see each other, y'all have sex. You understand what I'm saying? Now let's say she becomes your girlfriend. And now that she becomes your girlfriend, y'all are still having sex at a frequency that you like, right? Now, as this girl is your girlfriend, if this girl is becoming your wife at some point, you should be with her for another 5 years before that even happens. Within those 5 years, the sex needs to be consistent how it's been the whole entire time. You understand what I'm saying? Now, what happens is that when a woman becomes your wife, and even sometimes your girl, she should already know and shown and prove that she has the same sex drive as you and she desires you just as much as you desire her. So now what happens is that this is how the relationship is. Now, this is where the problem come in. You guys get into that long-term relationship with your girlfriend or wife, then all of a sudden the frequency of sex changes, right? Now all of a sudden she'll say shit like, oh, I'm too tired, I'm not in the mood, or I feel like I need to be more emotionally connected. You know, I need to talk more. We need to go out more. We need to do more shit, which is a bunch of bullshit. Don't fall for that. Because remember, when you guys were just getting together and y'all boyfriend and girlfriend, or, you know, y'all were sort of just not in the marriage situation or any type of serious relationship situation, you did not need to talk to her more, go out more, do extra shit in order to get her to want to fuck you, right? She was having sex with you because she wanted to, and either she was sexually attracted to you and wanted to have sex with you, or she could have been trying to have sex with you just to get the ring or to get the commitment. So that's another story. Now, sometimes what happens is the reason why the sex isn't happening in the relationship at this point, or it's slowing down, is because A, she never really liked you like that in the first place, which means she just had sex with you to get the girlfriend status or the wife status, or she did like you sexually in that way, but what happened was that she started to lose sort of sexual interest as time went on, right? Sometimes what women will say is they'll say, oh, you know, let's say you guys have kids, y'all are married and all this other stuff, y'all are working and everything like that. Oh, but we got the kids, I'm tired and all this other stuff. So you be in a situation where you haven't had sex in like 2-3 months and it's ridiculous, right? Now, this is the thing. If you're in a situation where, you know, your woman, right, basically tells you that, you know, she's not in the mood, she's tired and all that other stuff, understand that if you don't have a conversation or interaction with that woman to let her know what the real deal is when it comes to you in this relationship, you're going to continue to be in a sexless girlfriend and boyfriend situation or a sexless marriage, right? So what I want to say is this. Do not ever try to force your girl or your wife to have sex with you, ever, right? Because you know what that is. We don't do that here. You understand what I'm saying? So I want to get this clear. This is not you trying to force your wife to do anything, guilt her to do anything, nothing like that, right? What I'm saying though is you have to create a situation where she understands that you want sex, sex is important to you, and you want the sex to continue the same way it's been continuing when y'all were just sort of getting to know each other, dating. It should go that way throughout the entire relationship. So when she becomes your girlfriend, it should be the same thing. When she becomes your wife, it should be the same thing, right? Now, I understand that when a woman's your wife, and let's say you have kids or whatever, y'all are working, shit happens where y'all are busy and shit goes down. In these situations, you might have to actually schedule time for sex to happen because a lot of things are going down, right? So even if you have to schedule time, schedule that shit. Now, what I want to do is get into the meat and potatoes of what I really want to talk about in this video. Because you probably say, Locario, I'm with my girl or my wife, whatever, and she keeps telling me I'm not in the mood, I'm too tired, and we haven't been having sex like we used to. So what am I supposed to do? Now, what you need to understand is this, right? It's one thing if your girl is actually sick. Like, let's say your girl is actually sick. She's, has the flu. She got COVID, whatever the hell it is. She's really, really sick and she can't do it. That's passable. Like, you're not going to be like, oh, we should do it. No, you're sick. You should rest and get well, right? But when women talk about, I'm not in the mood, when they talk about, oh, I'm tired or all this other stuff, and they keep giving these excuses, that is not good, right? And again, you're not forcing a woman to do anything. So this is why I titled the video, You Have to Leave Her. And see, a lot of you guys are not brave enough to do this, to be honest. So I just want to try to know that I know a lot of y'all are not going to have the balls to do this. But you have to leave her and find someone new. Now, I don't care if you got kids with her. I don't care how long you've been with her. If you're in a relationship and sex is important to you, and this is not happening, you have to leave her. You understand what I'm saying? You have to. Now, you're probably saying, so Locario, so do I just leave her the first time she says she's not in the mood? Like, no, this is the thing, right? And what I want to say is this, is the difference between a woman being sick and a woman just not being in the quote unquote mood, right? Or, oh, I don't feel sexy, or I feel like we need to talk more and connect more, which is bullshit. All of that. Listen, when a woman says you need to do extra shit for sex to happen, right? It's bullshit, because when y'all first got together, there was no extra shit you needed to do. Y'all was just fucking, right? So what was the extra shit you needed to do? Nothing, right? So now all of a sudden you need to do extra shit and go above and beyond. This is nonsense. Now, this is the thing. When a woman tells you that she's not in the mood or she's tired or whatever, right? You give a woman 4 chances to do this. 4. So what that means, and I break it down like this. She has 1, I'm not in the mood, every quarter. So that means she only can do this 4 times a year, once a quarter. Now, if she does it more than once a quarter, then you got to leave her. So what that means is, when I say once a quarter, that means every 3 months. You understand? So 3, 6, 9, 12, that's a year. So within a year, she has 1 time every 3 months to tell you she's not in the mood or she's tired, right? If it goes beyond that, that's a red flag. You understand? Now I'm excluding, again, when a woman is actually sick. Because what you have to understand is that the thing of her not being in the mood, right? It's really just the feeling, right? And again, you are not going to beg her for sex. You are not forcing her to have sex. You are going to leave her if she is not having sex. Do you understand? You're going to leave her. So what happens is this, right? Is that the reason why you're only giving her once a quarter, once every 3 months, right, is because, remember, when you first got with her and you've been vetting this woman for all these years, you were teaching her how consistent she needs to be in the relationship, right? When it comes to sex. You've been teaching her this. She knows this. She knows how much you like sex. So what happens is this: before a woman becomes your girlfriend or wife or whatever, you need to sit her down and have a discussion and a conversation to let her know how important this is to you. You understand what I'm saying? And if she doesn't understand how important this is to you, meaning if she doesn't understand how important the sex is to you, then that means that you should not have her as a girlfriend or wife. So basically, she needs to come into the situation understanding that this is what you want and this is how it should be. If she feels like she can't make that happen, then she shouldn't be your girl. And she should know that if she doesn't make it happen, right, that you're not going to be in that type of relationship with her. And if you are in that relationship with her and she starts to do this, you have to leave. You understand? But again, you guys ain't going to do this. Y'all ain't got the balls to do this. Y'all ain't got the balls to do this. And I know some women are going to watch this and be like, oh, that's toxic. You got to, you got to cater to your woman's feelings and needs. No. Just replace her with another woman. Listen, you have to be okay with leaving your chick. I don't care what the circumstances. See, staying in a relationship when you are not getting what you want is not good. Whether that's a man or a woman doing it. I'm talking to you guys on this channel. Do not stay in a relationship where you're not getting what you want. If you're not getting what you want, you have to leave. But again, you're giving her 4 chances. And what I'm saying is that the relationship you guys have, the frequency of how you guys interact, you know and she knows what it is. So let's say you guys have sex at least 3 times a week, right? And that's generally how it goes, right? Now, let's say she gets sick, it went down to maybe 2 times a week or whatever, once in a while, cool. But generally that's the thing. But now, let's say if a month and a half has went by, sex hasn't happened, and you try to initiate 2 or 3 times, and within that month, she's telling you she's not in the mood and she's tired. That is not good. You understand? That is grounds for dismissal. That is grounds for ending the relationship. You understand what I'm saying? So guys, make sure that if this woman is not having sex with you, you're not getting what you want, leave. Give her the 4 chances, once a quarter. If it's more than that, you gotta let her go. All right? I'm out of here. Peace.